Hey, it is Jamila McMallow, and I am a life and relationship strategist for powerful, driven women coaches and business owners. And I'm with you today with your Get Real and Heal moment. And what I'm talking about is how to keep winning. So what do I mean by that? Well, when you're a powerful, driven woman, you are winning in most of the areas in your life. You are experiencing success in your business. You have amazing clients. You're married to a good man. And of course, your life is not perfect, but it's also not in shambles either. Okay. And so how do you maintain that? Because when you're a winner, when you're a leader, when you have ones that are looking to you for guidance, for support, for encouragement, and primarily these would be your clients, that's a huge weight for you to carry, right? That's a load. And it's a joy too, because this is playing into your gifts. This is what you're good at. And so it's not a burden, as it were. However, when you're constantly giving, when you're constantly doing, when you're constantly holding up everybody else, you cannot forget that you too require support and that you too require help. Now, one of the things I want to go ahead and debunk is the idea that if you need support, that means you're struggling. Now, here's what I get that you understand that it's important to have like a business coach. It's important to have like a money mindset coach, because again, our focus tends to be on that which we are able to have the fastest results and experience the greatest achievement. And that tends to be in our businesses. Now, when you were in school, you probably did well in school too. And you probably were an achiever, a high performer, etc. Maybe you even played sports and you were a winner in that. Maybe you are still, into athletics in some way and are really good at it. Whatever the case may be, you're good at something. And in fact, you're good at most things, right? And so when you need support, it doesn't mean you're struggling, because your life does not have to be completely falling apart for you to do some fine tuning. And so that's my sweet spot with the women that I work with, is we're not reevaluating a life that is just a complete hot mess. No, we're simply fine tuning those areas that need your attention, right? It's easy to focus on that which comes to us easily, that flows to us naturally. And one of the reasons why we're able to succeed, one of the reasons why you are so good at what you do, is because you have, in a sense, been able to detach emotionally and just keep going and keep pushing and overcome obstacles, not be deterred by people's side comments, whatever. You just go, do. And you continue to hit goal after goal. You continue to perform at a higher and higher level. You continue to achieve and achieve and achieve. But at the end of the day, what you can find is that you may start to feel like, why am I doing this? Is this actually what I want to do? Have I given myself the time and space to figure out what it is that I truly desire? Or have I been on this road going so fast for so long that I never even stopped to ask myself, is there another way? Is there another route over there? Maybe it's a little more scenic. Yes. See, when you're a winner, okay, when you're someone that's good at succeeding, that's good at hitting goals, that's good at checking boxes, that's good at moving forward, that's good at leading other people to their own success, a lot of times the one person who gets stuck on the sidelines or thrown to the sides, or whose needs, wants, desires, and feelings, etc., are never really thought about, are yours. It's your feelings, your emotions, your desires, because your focus is on winning, doing what's best for the team, doing what's best for your clients, doing what's best for your family, doing what's best for your business. But what I'm asking you is, what is best for you? What feels good to you? And again, the challenge can be that you may not know. And you may have gotten some messaging, some conditioning when you were growing up that it actually just didn't matter. What you wanted didn't matter. What you desired was not important. It was not relevant. So then you've spent time in your adult life, particularly as an entrepreneur, because that's when all this stuff starts to come up. You've worked on this stuff, right? You've worked on your money story, right? You've worked on yourself. You've done some deep inner child healing. You've done a lot of work on yourself already. I got that. But guess what? We're like onions that you keep peeling back the layers. And as you grow and expand, you will hit the limits of what needs to be addressed next. And so rather than looking at it like, oh man, here we go. No, this is how I look at it. It's like, oh, okay. My mind just let me know, here, you got to change this so we can go to the next level. Or here, I'm going to go ahead and need you to fix this because I got it. I know where you want to go, but you got to fix this first. So that's how I look at it. When I encounter resistance or when I come up against a wall or a belief that's blocking my personal expansion. And this is how I help my clients to go beyond what they feel is possible for them based on their conditioning, based on their trauma, based on their childhood, based on their past, even though they have done things that are exponentially greater than what their past defined them as being able to do. That they have exceeded what people told them, that what they were allowed to do, who they were allowed to be, that they have stepped up and had the courage to become someone that other people look at and go, well, who does she think she is? I think I'm me. That's who I think I am. I'm me. And you can take it or leave it. But either way, I'm going to keep doing her. And she's going to continue to be happy and succeed. So the women who step up and have that way of being about themselves. Yes, I get it. You have done all those things. You have done all those things. And so no, you're not struggling. No, your life is not in shambles. But we are all on a continuous journey. And so in order for you to keep winning, in order for you to keep doing what you are so magnificent at, in order for you to keep showing up for your clients in the way that you are and attracting those women to you that need your strength, you have to strengthen yourself. You have to put yourself first. You have to make yourself a priority. And I am not talking about getting pedicures, manicures, etc. That stuff is nice, but it's fluff. It's exterior. I'm talking about checking yourself on the inside on the regular, because you are not a slow moving person. You are not dragging your feet about where you want to go and what you want to do. So you are moving at rapid speed, and you have got to make sure that what's going on inside is keeping up with all that momentum. It's keeping up with all that drive. It's keeping up with all that ambition so that it stays in alignment, so that you don't lose your joy and your happiness in the process, so that you don't get burnt out and overwhelmed, so that you don't end up having a business that you're like, okay, it's making a lot of money, but I don't even like it. I don't like my clients, any of that. We don't want that to happen, okay? And so what I do is I help women who are already winning, who are not struggling, who have amazing husbands, but who just need to come in for some maintenance, who just need to do some fine tuning, who need to work through that next layer of their inner child that is now kind of affecting their marriage, that is kind of affecting the way that they see themselves, that's kind of affecting how they're relating to their goals and how they're really driving themselves, and like, what is the motivation that are keeping them from really stepping into the next point and level in their business with a sense of calmness and space, instead of push and go and do and oh my gosh and panic and franticness, right? No. So that's what I do. And then I also help these same women to anchor in and solidify the daily habits and practices that are going to allow them or allow you to maintain your upgrade, to maintain the level that you now have grown and developed to, and not just so that you can stay here, but so that you can take those same habits and practices and continue to modify them so that you're able to continue progressing and going and doing and being the best and the next level version of yourself. Okay? So how do you keep winning? Yeah, sure. You can keep practicing. Yeah, you got to do some action. You got to do some work. And that work is not just staying focused on the goal, but also being focused on you. Because if I'm using the analogy of athletics, you're not going to be able to be great at practicing your sport, whatever it is, if you haven't gotten enough rest, if you haven't gotten enough to eat of the right things, if you're not nutritionally sound, okay? And here's the biggest piece. If your head is not in the game, if your head's not in the game, if you don't believe you're a winner, if you have not seen yourself winning and played that scenario out over and over and again in your head, you're not going to win that sports meet or whatever it is. That's how athletes do it. It's the same thing, okay? So yes, you have already done a lot. And yes, you want to do even more. But what we're not going to do is we are not going to stress ourselves out. We are not going to push and grind until you're flat face on the floor. We're not going to sacrifice your personal life. We're not going to sacrifice your marriage. We're not going to put you at odds at who you need to become and be in order to be happy and continue doing the things that you are good at and enjoy doing. Am I making sense? Let me know if I'm making sense. If I am, please drop your thoughts and comments below. And be sure to like this video. So I want to thank you so much. That's all I had to share with you today for your Get Real and Heal moment. And I will see you next time. And until then, I wish you happiness, love, and healing. All right? So I will talk to you later. And by the way, please click the link in my bio at Coach Jamila LV because I have an incredible webinar, Your Independence as a Woman versus Your Marriage, which is phenomenal. If you're a married woman who's a very driven person when it comes to your business, when it comes to just how you do life, and you're married to a good man, and you're finding sometimes that your nature seems to put you at odds. Let me assure you, it's not putting you at odds. It just feels that way. And so I'm talking all about that in this webinar. And if you're single and you're looking for a good man, I encourage you to take a look at this webinar as well, because it's going to help you figure out what are some of the things that you need to focus on and really heal within yourself before you get into another relationship. Okay? So again, thank you for being here for this Get Real and Heal moment. I will see you next time. Take care.